How's it going, Ayo? In this video, we're going to talk about Lizzo being dropped from the Super Bowl, Francia Raisa and Selena Gomez finally seen meeting in person, and Addison Rae releasing new music. So first up, Lizzo has reportedly been dropped as a contender for the Superbowl Halftime show. As we know, she's currently being sued by 3 of her former backup dancers for alleged harassment, creating a hostile work environment, and for discrimination. Now, an insider has revealed that she's also been ditched from a list of stars who are being considered for the Super Bowl. At the moment, NFL bosses are looking to find stars who can perform for the February 2024 spectacle in Las Vegas. And according to an insider, talks of Lizzo being part of the halftime festivities or performing the national anthem are dead now that she is surrounded by scandal. Another insider said that her team is desperately trying to come up with a strategy to save her sinking ship, but it's becoming more and more difficult, with more people coming forward to accuse her of extremely inappropriate acts. Quote, Lizzo has raked in a massive amount of money, but her minute is pretty much up. It seems like no one knows if she will be able to recover from this. If she speaks out, her statements are shredded. If she stays quiet, she is called a coward. Either way, it does not appear at this moment that she can recover from this. The annual Super Bowl performances are produced by Jay-Z's Rock Nation record label, and interestingly enough, he cancelled his upcoming Made in America festival, which Lizzo was supposed to be headlining. This was soon after the allegations came out, so it didn't seem all that coincidental. Now, the attorney for the dancers said that his firm is reviewing at least 6 more complaints against her from people who toured with her or worked with her on her reality show Watch Out for the Big Girls. Ron Zambrano told NBC News that these new allegations were of a sexually charged environment and a failure to pay employees. He said in a statement that Lizzo's original 3 accusers have bravely spoken out and shared their experiences, opening the door for others to feel empowered to do the same. The reaction to this lawsuit has been absolutely chaotic. Even Lizzo's most devoted fans seems to be divided over who to believe. But the reason these allegations are getting so much attention is because they directly contradict her brand of self-acceptance, inclusivity, and body positivity. Her personal brand radiates unbridled joy and unapologetic self-confidence, and as a vocal supporter of fat-positive language, she's faced significant criticism and hostility online. The revelation that she could have weight-shamed her dancers sent shock waves throughout fans and media circles, because it just shows such a powerful disconnect between her public persona and the behind-the-scenes music industry culture. There was also a very clear power imbalance, because these dancers felt that they had to comply with requests that made them uncomfortable, or they would risk losing their jobs, like going to the strip club even though they didn't want to. But there have also been some very interesting conversations happening since this news came out. One person tweeted, Lizzo is a terrible person, but let's be honest, men don't even care about her victims. Instead, they just wanted a reason to be openly fat-phobic to women, and this TikTok with more than 600,000 likes proves it, along with viral fat-phobic tweets since the incident. The singer finally responded to the lawsuit against her in a statement of her own. She dismissed the harassment claims as unbelievable and outrageous, and said that they are completely untrue. In a statement she posted on Instagram, she wrote, "These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually I choose not to respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound, and too dangerous to not be addressed." Basically, she called the claims sensationalized stories that are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. But the dancers have already hit back at this statement in their own interview, and it doesn't seem like this controversy is going to die down anytime soon. Now, moving on, Selena Gomez and her kidney donor actress Francia Raisa have put an end to their feud. They went for a girls' night out at Giorgio Baldi restaurant in Santa Monica, and of course they were mobbed by paparazzi, who were wildly snapping photos and videos of them leaving the venue before they got into the back of a waiting car. The get-together comes at an interesting time because a few months ago, paparazzi caught up with Francia to try to talk to her about the falling out with Selena. Although she didn't answer questions about their relationship, she did reveal that Selena's fans had been bullying her on social media. As an example, she shared one of the most disgusting comments that she's ever gotten, when someone actually threatened to rip out her other kidney. These disturbing comments were obviously having a real effect on her, because it's one of the only things that she would address when she spoke to the photographer. She also defended Selena in the process and said that in no way, shape, or form does she condone bullying. The irony is that Selena actually has a non-profit project called Rare Impact Fund, which works to reduce the stigma associated with mental health and provide young people with access to the resources they need. Francia said, "So the fact that I'm being bullied as I am is messing with me mentally. It's not what anyone wants for someone, and she's literally out there saying please stop. So I don't understand why this is happening." In the end, the actress said that she's doing what she can to try to tune out all the negativity, even though part of her understands that it comes from these extremely hardcore fans, which is exactly the kind of people who are sending her these messages. Once the paparazzi footage was posted on Twitter, even more people started attacking her. Despite their up and down relationship over the past year, things seem to have gotten better between them. All of the hate against Francia can clearly be traced back to her falling out with Selena. In her documentary My Mind and Me, Selena gave no mention of Francia at all or what she did for her. She detailed her health struggles but neglected to mention anything about the kidney transplant, which was an incredibly risky surgery and a major sacrifice on behalf of her friend. When the documentary came out, Francia unfollowed Selena on Instagram, and while the two of them had grown apart in the years since the surgery, this was still very shocking to a lot of people. To make matters so much worse, Selena did an interview with Rolling Stone where she said that her only friend in the industry was Taylor Swift. Once again, this comment seemed like she was snubbing Francia, since she's known Selena a whole lot longer than Taylor has, given that they met way back in the Disney days. In response to this interview, Francia then took to the comment section and just wrote the word interesting, and when someone called Selena out for this, she responded by saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mention every person I know." But of course, his comment sparked even more criticism online because of how dismissive it was. People were shocked that Selena had seemingly turned her back on her best friend after everything that she had done for her. For those that don't know, Selena was diagnosed with lupus in 2015. This is an autoimmune disease that causes the body to attack healthy parts of itself, and as a result of organ damage from lupus, Selena's own kidneys were failing. She was silent on social media all throughout this health crisis. Then in 2017, she suddenly revealed that she had undergone a kidney transplant and that Francia had been the donor. About a year later, Francia admitted that doctors told Selena that she was a match before she had even found out herself. Selena then FaceTimed her to tell her the news, which of course put her on the spot. Then in 2018, it was reported that Francia was unhappy with her making unhealthy choices. She was spotted in public drinking alcohol, which obviously is not great for the kidneys. Then in 2019, an inside source claimed that Selena was fed up with feeling indebted to Francia, and she would later go on to refer to her simply as the girl who gave me her kidney. So it's no wonder that the two of them eventually had a falling out. This day, some people say that Selena was very ungrateful for the donation, and others say that Francia didn't do it for the right reasons. So who do you think is in the wrong? Please let me know in the comments below. Alright, last but not least, it seems like TikTok star Addison Rae is set to explode in the music industry. She's taken time away from her TikTok channel to focus on other aspects of her career, namely music and acting, and that effort is clearly paying off, because she's set to appear alongside A-list celebrities like Ryan Reynolds, Jason Momoa, and Aubrey Plaza in the new comedy called Animal Friends, which is crazy enough on its own. But that's not all. A countdown has now appeared on her website, and she's revealed that she's also releasing new music. The clock is set to end on August 18th, which will mark the release of several songs from her lost album that were leaked some time ago. Addison made a post on Twitter that said, "Dug up a few of the leaks from the lost album," and on her website you can see phrases like "to die for," "it could have been you," and "I could just cry." And as we know, two of them are the names of her songs that were leaked in the past by one YouTuber who had uploaded them to his account and later received a copyright strike. There's also been confirmation from Charli XCX that she'll be featured on one of Addison's songs. Charli posted a screenshot of Addison's post teasing the album along with the caption, "Gonna be to die for soon. Wow, I can't wait." So people are really interested in hearing what kind of music she's going to be putting out there, because it's not that easy to make the transition from making dance videos on TikTok to putting out actual music. But the same can be said for models who decide to transition into acting or singing and vice versa. Realistically, everyone has to start somewhere, and whatever kind of music Addison puts out there will have a ton of hype around it, since she does have a lot of fans. She's been one of TikTok's biggest stars for several years now, with over 88 million followers on the platform. Unlike most influencers her age, she's managed to stay out of controversies and avoided getting into any major scandals, which is actually an achievement when you consider how often it happens. But in her case, the drama with her family has generated a lot of these negative headlines. Her dad, Monty Lopez, was embroiled in scandal after scandal and has gotten into feuds with some pretty major online figures. In June last year, fans noticed that both Addison and her mom, Sherry Easterling, had unfollowed him on Instagram. It wasn't long before two videos began making the rounds on social media, which showed Monty flirting with two young women. A few days later, a huge bombshell was dropped on the family. A woman named Renee Ash came forward with receipts proving that Addison's dad was cheating. She produced a series of photos and screenshots showing that she'd been in a 5-month relationship with him under the assumption that he and Sherry were apart and in the process of getting a divorce. But obviously that wasn't true at all. She even told Page 6 that he lied to her about the status of his marriage. marriage. Things got even crazier when Addison's mom struck up a very public, very flirty relationship with 26-year-old rapper Young Gravy, who's only a few years older than Addison. And when Monty found out, he publicly challenged Gravy to a boxing match, to which the rapper responded by calling him an embarrassment. He said, "I'm a grown man, I'm not going to fight you over TikTok drama. You've got one of the most successful daughters in the world, and you decide to act half her age to try to get some attention while embarrassing your whole family." Again, all of this played out very publicly, and you can only imagine how Addison felt about it. She later admitted on Twitter that she had been really going through it when her father's affair was revealed. She wrote, "I've really been struggling to post and get out and do things, but I love you all and you mean so much more to me than I can ever express. My life is forever changed thanks to all the people who decide to care about me and support me." This situation was clearly very upsetting, but it just goes to show you that no matter how famous you become, your parents still find a way to embarrass you. Alright, what do you guys think about this latest story? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.